Thanksgiving Day is drawing near. Since Plymouth Rock, us turkeys live in fear. You're giving thanks for what you've got. Family, friends, and food and fun. But man, this oven's hot. Fill your plates up to the sky with cranberries, cornbread, stuffing, wings, and legs and thighs. So be thankful for this dinner, that your life's so freaking sweet. Be thankful that you're not a walking feathered slab of meat. Be thankful when you're happy, and thankful when you're free. But most of all, be thankful. Be thankful that you're not me.
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
Good.
Good. Finally made it to vacation week. Even though I was off for 7 months, I was ready for a vacation. So here we are.
Nice. Yeah. For me, it's a opposite vacation week because I actually have to work more days this week. Yeah. Nightmare around here. Typical story. They hired a new girl last week. She trained for 1 day, and then the second day she was scheduled, she said, "This job's not for me," and quit. So suddenly they went into panic mode. And of course, a couple of other people that had been working here before, and they quit when we had that other manager because they didn't like him. So now they came back since he got fired, and they just started this week here, and so they're like, "Well, we're not going to work Thanksgiving because we're just coming back and we already have plans." So apparently they knew Kelly was already working, so I got stuck working too. I mean, I could have said no, I guess, but that would have just made someone else have to cover. But
if Kelly's there making the food, you can just have her roast you guys a whole big turkey and all the trimmings, right?
Yeah. Well, we're going to do ours on Wednesday. We'll do ours on Wednesday, so we'll bring leftover stuff. She can reheat it.
Nice.
In the oven there. But Mike's Gaming Gal is in your chat, Poe, which is not showing up in our chat.
Oh, Mike did it. He broke it.
I don't know what's going on with the chat. It's like it's kind of working now. It worked from my channel, but I think that's the only one it's working from. Polo's Mike said happy Thanksgiving and hello.
Thank you.
Polo's also in your chat, Poe, and he said any special Thanksgiving plans? Yeah, there's some special Thanksgiving plans that are happening. I'm working. Poe's traveling, right?
Yeah, be coming out to Washington and visiting my son, and then visiting the Gaming Road Warrior.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike texted the other day and said some asshole was coming to his house. And I was like, oh, that's right.
He's setting up the card table in the carport, and we're having pretzels and popcorn and toast and jelly beans, and, all your traditional.
Bring the, what is it, the Youngling beer?
Yeah, I told a peppermint patty on him. I called him and told him we'd be there for Thanksgiving. So
nice.
And then the day after Thanksgiving Day, we're actually going to a restaurant. She got reservations somewhere for noonish for a Thanksgiving dinner. So,
nice.
Dairy Queen.
I'd get a chili dog if I were there.
Right. Greg, did you have any big plans for the holiday? You got family coming in or anything?
Well, yeah, Travis is coming over. My daughter is coming over. We kind of downsized we used to kind of be the go-to, me being the oldest sibling of my brothers and sisters. Our folks are gone, and we used to really be the ones that everybody came to, but it seems like my brother's got great grandkids now. I don't even have that. And, by the time it just seems like by the time you get everybody together, I got a pretty good sized house. There's no room for anybody to move. So my brother's kind of suggested we stop that. And then this year, I think he's gotten so frustrated. He said, I asked him what he was doing. He said, nothing. I said, what do you mean nothing? You want to come out? He says, nothing. He says, this is the new norm. He says, I want to sit. I want to eat my turkey and my dressing that my wife prepared for me, and I want to watch football. I don't want anybody bothering me. I said, hey, works for me. He's got old man syndrome like I do. We're both he's 3 years younger. But I'm with him on a lot of that. I'm like, it's kind of like Father's Day, you know. What do you want for Father's Day? Leave me alone. That's what.
Yeah, you got to watch those. You told them to leave you alone, and next thing you know, they give you a nacho for Father's Day. It's like, I didn't ask for this.
You're right.
Surprise, Dad. By the way, we spent your money on them too. Happy Father's Day.
Nice.
No, and Travis will always come over, and like I say, my daughter's coming over. But of course, the one son's they're coming down for Christmas from up there in Wisconsin. So yeah, but I don't know. It's going to be pretty good for me. I like it. I like the only thing I'm hating is the cold weather. It was 60 degrees outside today, and I went out on the back deck, and Travis went out there with the sheep shears, and he gave me I told him I wanted an off-grid haircut. So he took and put me down like off-grid there, and then but then I looked at the weather, and it's going to be in the 30s the rest of the week. So just going to have to learn to live with it. Oh, and one last thing. December 9th, Monday, I get my leg repaired. So it'll all be uphill from there. I probably won't be on the 8th the night before because I got to be there at 5 a.m. And I'm probably going to have enough trouble getting to sleep. So I'm going to take and load up on something that I can take to put me to sleep. And but anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, you know, it's been since August that I have not been able to move about freely. You know, you take for granted, you know, just having to get up and pee is a pain in the ass. I mean, you know, I got to plan for it. So I am so looking forward to this. The doctor keeps saying it's going to be painful. I said, it can't be as bad as it's been the last 3 months. And at least I know psychologically I'm going to be getting better. He says the day I get home, a day after the surgery, I should be able to walk those stairs. I can't do it right. I got to hop up them. So anyway, that's enough about me. But good news on the horizon. And I have not been. Last thing, I have not been in my arcade room since August because there's no handrail going down that stairs, and I'm just. You know,
all that stuff was gone. Cheryl was kind enough to give us a good price on it. So,
but I haven't been in my office down there with my computer, with my racing sim, my flight sim. That's why all my videos are without my mug in it. I mean, and I think I've gained subscribers, so maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
You should be a floating head, Greg. I think you'd gain more.
Yeah, I could be an orb.
Get the UFO guys to get you.
If I may be allowed, I do have some news that people may already know about, but I might as well use this time to say that. Pinball FX3 got an update. I noticed last time I ran it on Steam anyway, it was updated. And they said it's the last update they're going to do for FX3. They said they weren't going to do any, but you know, you don't need a code now. I've been guarding that code of mine with my life, afraid that if I ever lost it for the cabinet mode, that if I ever lost it without them updating it, they might not ever replace it. Well, you don't need the code anymore. And I also found out a way people were complaining that I complained about this, and it happened to you too, Bart. If you use your cabinet and then play. Oh, we got a nice code. If you play on your
Polo's asking. Sorry.
No, you're fine. If you play on your cabinet and then you play on your PC or your laptop, it screws up your settings on your cabinet. There's a workaround for that now. Go to Steam, and before you open up on either device, go to Settings, go to Cloud, and disable Cloud Sync for all games. It's not within the game of pinball. It's within Steam. settings, cloud settings, disable cloud syncing, and that will fix the problem. And your scores will still come up. Your high scores will still show. Your tournaments will still show. It just disables that one thing for your cabinet, that little INI file. It keeps it local. So I've tried it and it works.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah,
Excellent.
I was glad to see that whole not needing the code, because like you, I got my code written down here. So if any time it messed up, I had to type in that code again. Last time I had to do it, it took me a long time to find it. That's a nice beard, Mike. Oh, wait, that's a cat. I thought you were ZZ topping out.
Like that season that the Fawns came back with a full beard and mustache. Way after Happy Days jumped the shark.
I actually took the code and I printed it out and I put it in an envelope and taped it to the underside of the machine. That way I just thought, if I ever need it. And that keeps somebody from, like, my wife come by saying, well, what's this piece of paper for? It didn't need to be here, and wadding it up and throw it in the trash. So.
Now, I did something like that recently at work. Well, a lot of times we'll write stuff on the wall so that if we forget what we're building a vessel or whatever, you can find it on the wall there, how many different size bricks. Well, there's an I-beam, and I stuck my head through it. I'm like, you can't see the other side of it unless you stick your head through, right? It's a good place for something secret like that. So I drew a wiener with a smiley face waving, and it says, hi. Nobody will probably find that for a good 50 years. So, yeah, there's a hidden wiener at work. I'll take a picture. We'll bring it on in a couple weeks.
Yeah. On all the aircraft when I was in the Navy, all of the aircraft that VP-45 had, I went somewhere on the plane and I would draw a Bart Simpson guy, usually underneath the galley table in the back. Of course, now they've retired the P3, so they're all probably just out in some airplane graveyard in Tucson or something like that. But I should go out there and see if I can find one of those tables, pull it off. But yeah, and actually, someone from work just a couple months ago, my old work up in Arkansas, when I was a price coordinator, and it's pretty hectic job doing the pricing and all that stuff. And the girl that replaced me, she was all stressing. So the last day I was at work, I drew on the wall, I drew a Bart Simpson, and I told her, relax, it'll all be okay. I wrote over it. And someone just took a picture and sent it to me. So that's like 7 years ago now, or 8 years ago. It's still on the wall there. They're like, hey, here's your message you left for Tressa. I'm like, yeah, she doesn't even work there anymore. But, so that's cool. But Polo, yeah, I saw that you said something. Polo's typing in Po's chat. I saw you said something about your gaming PC. I didn't see what the specs were on my Discord. I couldn't see. I just saw you say that you were getting a PC. I couldn't see what the specs were. So I don't know. I'll have to look and see if it refreshed. But I have that problem sometimes on Discord. I'll get a notification that someone said something, and then I'll open up Discord and there's no message there. So I don't know. Discord's kind of weird. Kind of like Restream's chat server. Apparently it only works if you pay month to month. As soon as you commit to a year, they're like, no chat for you, 1 year.
The chat Nazis.
The chat Nazis. Yeah, so I have my chat and Poe's chat pulled up here on this computer, so I'll try to keep an eye on the chat and let people know. While I'm doing it, of course, Gideon's here.
Gideon.
And he said, Mr. Windmiller from across the planet is present to this wonderful show, and happy early Thanksgiving. He's prepping for Dutch Christmas and normal Christmas.
Two Christmas.
Dutch Christmas. Is that like a Dutch oven?
Yeah.
After the turkey.
Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense posted in probably all four of ours, because he posted in both mine and yours, Poe, telling everyone to smash that like button.
Yep.
And yeah, Mike's Gaming Gala hasn't said anything since the very beginning. As soon as I said his chats wouldn't go up on the screen, he's like, "Well, screw you guys. That's the only reason I'm here." But yeah, so sorry about that for all the viewers, because we do like to have the chat is a big part of our show. We like to involve the viewers, so we're doing our best. I did a test stream during the week on my channel, and I actually did, Larry, I can show you guys. I did a test before when I was waiting for people. I went to my own channel. I sent a test. It showed up here, and nothing else has showed up here. Kelly's in there chatting. Gideon's on my channel. Yeah,
I got my channel bought up, and I figured out something. I on YouTube you can make your chat a pop out. So I made it a pop out and shrunk it down over here on the corner, and of course nobody. Well, Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense did say hello on there, but that's it. So nobody's on my channel, which is fine.
Yeah, I'll turn my camera gently. I know it's washed out. These two windows here, this is Poe's chat and this is my chat. And then I got your pinball tournament up here so I can share that screen. But yeah, that's that 55-inch TV, so it's pretty spacious over there. But
speaking of 55-inch TVs, though, my goodness, have you seen the pricing on some of these Black Friday deals for some of these TVs? It's crazy. I mean, I love it. The prices on these things have just.
Oh, yeah, I haven't, but I'm kind of in the market for one. Who's got the best deal?
Well, actually, the one I was looking at was only because I was looking at someday, if I get healed up, I'd like to build a bigger pinball, virtual pinball, and all mine are built with smaller screens, and forget what size they are, but a 32-inch TV is pretty good sized TV they say that's a nice one to make a pinball machine out of. I don't think mine are that big. I think mine are 27-inch monitors that I bought. But I saw those at Walmart for $88.
Really?
Yeah, for a 32-inch monitor. Now I'm going to admit something. Even on those 27-inch ones I've got, they're only 720. No, they are 1080. The monitors are. The back glasses are only 1080. The TVs I bought for the back glasses, which are 24-inch, they're only 720, 7.
Yeah, 720p.
But you want to know the truth? It's kind of like we've talked about before. You know, what's the best restream will do? 1080. It doesn't do 4K. I don't know, man. I'm old. I don't think my eyes are that good anyway. I mean, what the hell? They look fine to me.
Right. Yeah. My pinball here, I got a 32-inch 1080p. I thought about putting a 4K in there, but like you said, my eyes, I don't wear my glasses when I play pinball, so I'm already at a disadvantage there. It's at a weird viewing distance, or it's kind of like too close for my regular part and too far away from my bifocals. So I'm like, just take the glasses off. So 1080p looks fine for me. I know guys just kill for 4K, and they say how awesome pinball looks on 4K, but my eyes just aren't that good. But
isn't it like if you're looking at a 1080p monitor, you're actually seeing it through 720 lens, right? So if you go 4K, you'll see it at 1080.
No, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
The only reason I say that, my mom said that. She's like, "Oh, is this when she had her cataract surgery? Is this what 4K looks like when she had her surgery on it?" And I'm like, "Mom, were you always looking?" Like, she's like, "Yeah, it seemed like a downscale when she's watching, because it's like kind of the image was kind of blurry and stuff, and now it looks a lot better. Like someone wiped the grease all over the TV, and you get a clear picture." That's what she told me.
Wow. Hey, Greg, Gideon's asking in my chat, have y'all tried the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 yet? He's been playing it, and it's awesome. with 2 exclamation points. It's not. If there had been 3 exclamation points, I'd have logged off the show just to download it now. But since he only went with 2 exclamation points, no, I have not. I just started with 2020 last year, and I'm just fine with that for now. I'll wait on 2020. I'll probably get 2024 and 2027 right before 2028 goes on sale.
The only reason I'm using the version I got is because I got I basically am using X-Plane on my simulator downstairs. But since I've been not available to go downstairs, I'm using the Xbox, and Flight Sim is free with Game Pass for the 2020 version. 2024, you got to pay for. And I'm thinking, I watched a guy do a review on 2024, and Gideon, I believe you if you say it's great, but this may be a guy that just does negative reviews on everything, but he was saying how it sucked for the price. He said it just wasn't enough. It wasn't that much better than the older version to make it cost that much. That was this guy's complaint.
Yeah.
But
I know a lot of people were grumpy because they had problem with the servers on the first day, on release day. And so, people have been excited about this thing whenever they, it's been over a year since they announced it was coming out, and then they finally released it. The servers were all messed up. People couldn't get on. And then some of the features were not working very well. But from what I understand, they got a patch the next day. They had it working a lot better. And I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen people that played it and they were all pissed off. And I've seen other guys that are like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. But we don't know what they played on before. I've been playing on 2020 for several months now. I think it's 7 or 8 months now. I've been playing with 2020, and it may or may not look a lot different. But if someone had not played on 2020 and they're coming from Flight Sim 10, or, like you said, playing on X-Plane 11, and then they come over to 2024, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous it looks. Maybe, I don't know, but you can get X-Plane looking pretty darn good too if you get some of those scenery downloads where they're doing the auto ortho and all that stuff. But no, now Gideon said you can get 2024 free on Game Pass. I don't know.
Oh, maybe they've upgraded, but I know one thing. My God, waiting for that thing to download was a nightmare. It was a big file. Yeah.
And I would have trouble flying using a game controller because I'm used to the yoke and pedals and all that.
It is a pain, and I was actually able to make a successful landing, but it wasn't pretty. I mean, it was pretty ugly, but it can be done. But yeah, I agree with you. There's nothing that beats the flight yoke and the controls. There's just no comparison.
Not to just hijack the whole show with STEM stuff, but I was also, it's related to this. I was reading a thing a guy posted on Reddit talking about Truck Simulator and the lane assist. And when they first released that lane assist, it was a little janky. I used it for a second and then I turned it back off. And they said apparently in the 153, it's working really great. And he's like, yeah, I love it. It's beautiful. It works awesome. And then people down below got to asking, how people are driving. Are you using a wheel and pedals? Are you playing with a gamepad? The guy that started the thread that said that he really loves the lane assist, he drives with his keyboard. It's like, well, shit, no wonder you love the lane assist. That's got to be almost impossible to drive using the keyboard. But,
yeah.
I even if they made it better, I'm not going to use it because I'm playing a driving simulator so I can simulate driving, not just to let the computer drive it. Yeah, maybe that would be a great simulator to make, passenger sim, and you're just in the shotgun seat while the world goes by. But,
and train sim, and I haven't figured that out yet. I tried to play this mode once, and I couldn't figure out what the hell I was supposed to do. But you can actually, there's only certain tracks and certain scenarios that allow it. But you can be the conductor. And I tried it once, and it said, go here, and I went there, and okay, what do I do now? I mean, have you tried it?
No, I don't have any of the I don't have any of the tracks, the DLCs that it works on. So I don't have the right routes, but I've watched videos on it. So yeah, because you got to go and open the doors, let the people on, close the doors, and then you got to run through the train and check people's tickets.
Yeah.
And if their tickets are wrong, then you got to tell them, get the fuck off. But apparently they just say, you need to get off at the next stop or buy a ticket. They don't actually tell them to get the fuck off. So I said, it's not worth it. If you can't cuss these guys out and chuck them out a window. But yeah.
I like
I
a human centipede sim is a fun one.
Yeah, that's always a good one. I keep getting stuck in the middle. And it's
Yeah, everybody's the loser except for the lead, right?
yeah, I'm like, come on. Number one position. God, second again. Yeah. It's pretty brutal. Just lost 4 subs.
I'm good for that.
All right, so we can get off the stems for a second. Let's see, Greg, did you want me to share your tournament that you had going on last week?
Sure. I fortunately I put the scores up on Discord just so I could pull them up easy on my phone. But if you've got them, you can put them up there. It was just kind of a last minute thing I did. If you're talking about last week's, where I decided to I wanted to play a now I can't remember what the hell they call it. It was the survival mode. Yeah, I just thought that seemed like something fun to do, and it was. And it looks like Biolumin, which is that is T-Dog, right? T-Dog, 13 million. Derek with 9 million. G Parker on the on Steam 8 million, and on the Switch 4 million. So I just jumped in on both of them, and I don't know, it was fun. It was something different. Didn't get a lot of people. That's why I do have one prepared for tonight to announce on the show. And but again, these are, I think Bart said it best. Even though we're not setting up like regular ones like we were last few months, these are just ones I'm throwing up on my own. If somebody else wants to throw one up, just put it on the Discord. And that's what I'll do tonight. I'll put it on the Discord after telling you about it later. But that was the one for the survival. And survival is kind of fun because you play for a minute and you have to achieve a certain score. If you do, the minute resets and you have to keep going, and you got unlimited ball saves. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know. Can you guys even see that? Polo says,
Yeah.
Stuck in the middle with you. He must be talking about our...
Not the best place to be.
not the best place to be. Yeah.
Unless you're into that finish.
Scheiße.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel bad, Greg. I didn't get the chance to jump in on your... It was just a crazy week for me this week, and
I know what that's like. Don't worry about it. No, that's why I say these are set up for you to join if you want. If you don't, you don't have to. And there's no prize.
Yeah, I was going to say I was busy too, but I don't feel bad at all.
Well, this one here, I was kind of hoping that you wouldn't show up anyway.
Oh, Here's a question for Greg. Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense said you should do a 70-inch TV, Greg.
Well, what now?
He Fat Boy Gaming and Nonsense said you should do a 70-inch TV.
70-inch, yeah.
For the
They're
pinball?
making a Hercules pinball.
Yeah.
Now,
They're
actually,
100-inch. I just looked it up. They're on Black Friday sale too.
I had a 75 in the living room, and it shot craps. And it was 4K. And I found a 65-inch QLED. And I will tell you something. That's the first time that I'll have to say I did notice a jump in difference. The 65-inch, and I couldn't believe what I gave for it. I think I only gave like $500 for it, which was really cheap for a QLED 65-inch. But my God, the picture on that, if you've got a good 4K device to play on or to project it with, oh my God, it's almost nauseating to watch like a 4K roller coaster ride or something. I mean, it's so immersive. So yeah, and I have played pinball on the 75-inch TV and 65. So it's cool. You can see a lot of the stuff you can't see.
Now, I
Yeah,
did hear.
I remember. Oh, good. Go ahead, Bart.
Oh, I was just going to say really quick because with the pinball, I did read one time a long time ago when I was building mine. A lot of people said a 43-inch TV for the play field or a monitor, but a 43-inch is kind of a sweet spot that makes it very similar in size to a regular physical pinball table.
When I said 38, I was wrong, and it was to tell you just said that a 43-inch is the ideal one. You are correct, Bart. And somebody told me that they thought, haven't proved this yet. They said if you can get a old pinball machine, the body of a regular pinball machine, that a 43-inch TV will drop in there pretty nice. I'm not going to say it's perfect. I'll say it's 43-inch TV will work real nice in a. They want a fortune for those. If you go somewhere just to find a blank pinball, a body.
Yeah, and I left one up in Arkansas when we moved because I didn't have any. We were moving into the motorhome, so it's not like I had a place to shove a pinball body. But I left one in Arkansas. So the guy that bought the house, he probably went out to the shop and he's like, "What the heck's this? There's a pinball machine here." And then he all the guts out of it. But yeah, because that's what I was talking about possibly doing was if there's a really good sale on TVs for Black Friday, get a new one for in the house because we just use a 43-inch. That's our big TV in our house. And put the 43-inch in this, rebuild the body for it, and make the pinball machine 43-inch. And it's also a 4K TV. So I could try a 4K pinball and see, but then you also start getting, and you try to run 4K pinball, you got to start worrying, can your video card handle it? You're running multiple screens and all that. And I just have a 2060 card. It's not, a 80 series. How about that, Mike? You see the prices on the new 5070s and 5080s they're talking about coming out in January or February?
Expensive.
You got to mortgage your house to buy one of those cards.
Yeah,
I did see somebody's video saying, I think it was the At Games 4K, they're doing financing. That's what this guy did a video on now. So like you could put $500 down and then make your payments on the thing.
Speaking of pinball, did you guys see the At Games Legends? Was it the Legends Pinball Sea of Thieves table? Yeah, I seen it on their website, and there's another one too, Legends Pinball 4KP Dinosaur Dynasty, and that's like $1,499.99. While the Sea of Thieves is $1,500.99. Yeah, $1,599. Oh, and they got Peanuts and Star Trek.
Yeah, I knew they had the Peanuts one and the Star Trek. Of course, I still got my Christmas list out there for that freaking Evil Dead table at Spooky Pinball.
Oh,
yes. I got feelers out all over the place, and nobody's bit yet. I'm just.
Somebody mentioned that one in the New Wave Toys. The replicator. They said that since they're making the pinball tables, they should make the new Night of the Living Dead, Evil Dead table with the topper and everything on it. So that would be sweet.
Oh yeah, that topper. That was sick.
Yeah. That was
hey Bart, I just found you a 1080p 43-inch TV for $148.
Oh, that's not bad, huh? That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought about upgrading the one in the house because, like I said, it's 43 inches, which most people anymore, that's not a big TV, 43 inches, but we are in a tiny house, so it takes up a big chunk of the wall, and we're not sitting all that far away. But I was like, yeah, we could probably. I don't think I could get 65. I don't know if I could get a 65-inch TV on our wall without having to do some serious maneuvering with stuff. So we only have so much space to work with. I think I'd have to take, because the TV sits above my piano, I think I'd have to take the piano out of the house to put a TV bigger than a 65 inch. So
Put the piano on the roof and dress like Elton John, play up on the roof.
Right. Yeah.
But it's crazy how many TVs I have in this house. If you think about it, each one of those pinball machines down there has a back glass, which is a TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually have a Roku device that hooks to the Legends game, the gaming thing. And it hooks into the HDMI part, so I can watch TV on that. I got the TV that's in the room. And, you think about how far this stuff's progressed price-wise. I used to have a projector that I took out in the backyard on the deck and put a sheet up and, showed movies out like a drive-in theater. Well, hell, Shell and I had that deck redone, and we had them put a wall in, just mainly a wind block, because the wind just blew everything off there. Well, we said, why don't we mount a TV up there? So we mounted, I think it's a 50-inch TV up there that we got for next to nothing. I mean, when they were on sale. So I look around, I think, God, I remember when it was like so cool when you just had one TV. Then my folks had black and white. Then we got a 19-inch color, and oh my God, that was like the end of the world. Now you can't turn. There must be 14 TVs in this house. I mean, it's just stupid.
Right.
And I know what you're saying about space, Bart, because, well, look at you. You even in your environment, you're off grid. You're sitting right next to a 50-inch TV.
Yeah. I got 50. Yeah. Technically, that's the biggest TV, and that's kind of a funny story because we were downsizing. We were selling the house in Arkansas. We're moving from a regular house to a motorhome, 29-foot Class A motorhome. And the last year Kelly was working at the nursing home up there, they had a Christmas party, and there was drawings for prizes, and Kelly won this TV. And we're like, what are we going to do with a 50-inch TV going into a motorhome? So
we really don't worry about it here. We don't worry about inches. Ever since the wife told me we're 2 inches away from being a lesbian couple, I don't worry about inches at all anymore.
Right. Yeah. And this one took some damage throughout the moves, and it's got some scuffs on it, but I can't tell. I can't see them when I'm playing, but I think they'd be annoying if we used it as a TV. But anyway. So,
any other Black Friday deals out there that you guys spotted? I haven't looked a whole lot myself, so.
Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't looked at anything Black Friday at all. But
the only thing that I saw just before we started was Brian BD Retromods put a message up in Discord that that new Atari 7800 Plus, Atari announced a Black Friday deal on it. So anybody that's already ordered through Atari, you're screwed because you can't cancel that. But the new one is like 130 some bucks, the Black Friday deal. You get the game, Crystal Castles game with it, but you get 2 of the cordless European controllers with it for like 130 some bucks. So it's like, you think for a minute, maybe if you got it through Amazon, you would cancel and order that special deal from Atari. But with Atari, like I said in that chat, you probably won't get it till Black Friday next year if you do that. So
yeah, it's better to hold on to your pre-order.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with what I have.
Yeah, I ended up getting another wireless controller for the Atari 7800 Plus. So.
Oh, nice! You got 2 of the pads.
Yeah,
they do have the joystick now, a wireless 2600 joystick.
Yeah, I seen that.
I didn't get 2 controllers just because there's nobody else here to play with me anymore. But if I needed something, I have so many controllers I can just plug in.
Well, I got it for like a backup The same thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in my family are going to want to play the Atari 7800. They're going to like, what? Because they're so used to the modern consoles, like the Nintendo
Right.
Switch. Yeah. I go, but the Atari. Come on.
Yeah, I saw somebody in one of the 80s groups that I belong to, Gen X groups or whatever on Facebook. They just now discovered the 2600 plus and they were posting it. They're like, oh, look at this. And of course, people confused it. They're like, would that even still work? And it's like, no, it's a new system. But actually, if you wait a month, you can get the 7800 plus if you like that look better, you know.
Oh. All, yeah,
supposedly a month or a few. I don't know how far away we are from this launch.
Be, November 29th. That's when I seen mine's going to be coming.
Okay.
Yep. And then I seen they moved some of the games. So if you pre-ordered like Bounty Bob Strikes Back, Berserk, Frenzy, they got moved to December 2nd.
Okay, yeah. I didn't order any of those yet. I might get Bounty Bob for it.
Yeah, they got this. I think that's the second batch. So the first batch sold or off already. I know those Fatal Run is gone.
Yeah.
That's really back ordered. I'm glad I got that game prior to not being on Amazon anymore. But
well, and speaking of that, just last week, I was sitting here complaining that the 2600 version of that hadn't shipped. It's been a year since we ordered that. And Ballistic had ordered that Save Mary. They were all part of the Billy Butcher collection. You know, Outlaw, I think, was one of those games.
Yeah.
And they had a box set where you could buy them individually. And it's been over a year, and there was still nothing on it. And I complained about it here on the show last week, and like a day or two later, I got an email saying that they're getting ready to ship them finally. So I swear Atari's watching me. There's somewhere.
Yeah, I'm missing my hat, Atari. No, I'm just kidding. Did you see that hat? There's a hat that has the Bluetooth, so it has speakers on it.
I have that hat. It came with my VCS, and I've never once used the speakers on the thing. It's got speakers right here. It's a heavy hat when you charge it back here. I wore it for a bunch of videos. I just got the black one with the logo in it.
Yeah.
They have a blue one too. But now they just came out with a bunch of other hats too. Like they have a Jaguar hat and stuff like that. So, but now they send me all those emails. Oh, you might want to get your whiskey decanter, and you might want this new hat. And I'm not buying any more apparel from you, and I don't drink enough whiskey to want to drink it out of a joystick. Yeah.
Which looks wrong in all counts.
You're sneaking that in somewhere, and you just pull out. It's just a glass joystick.
All right. I am just going nuts with this chat thing. I'm listening to you guys, but I didn't have much to say about that. Oh man. So let's see. Oh, Mike's Gaming Gal is back. Got to get the wife into gaming, introduce your kids second-gen consoles before modern stuff, and they'll love them. His kids used to specifically ask for Atari and Vectrex, and he tried the speaker hat once and put it back in the box. Wow.
Yeah, they were giving them away with the VCS in the one bundle.
Oh, nice.
So that's probably where Mike got his too. I think his VCS, it hasn't worked since day one. It's messed up. So at least you have the speaker hat. You don't need a VCS.
Right. All right. Greg, you have a video here, and I know you got to get going shortly. Do you want me to play your video?
No, on this medium that we're using, am I able to talk over the video?
You are.
Okay, I was going to say I'd either talk about it now or I just talk about it while it's being played.
What I'll do is I can start the video and just put our cameras to the side, and then we can talk right through it. So,
okay.
Did you need to say anything before I play it, or just hit play?
No, I'm just gonna say I went ahead and set up a pinball tournament ahead of time because I was bored because I've been sitting in the same place for 4 months, and I thought I'd set one up. So this is what I set up, and I'll tell you a little bit about why I set it up and what it is and everything when you're playing the video real quick. So,
All right, here we go.
Okay, what I did was this is I believe it's called Son of Zeus FX3, and the reason I did that is one is I don't ever remember playing this table much, and I don't know if my cohorts here, or especially Bart, who helped me set these up before, I don't remember playing Son of Zeus much, and I enjoyed it. And the other reason I did it on FX3 is just so much simpler. But, one, you can play it on
Nothing can stop me.
and they all interact. So that's a point on my side about FX and Pinball In. The other thing is, it seems like it's easier to find. There's no code you got to look for. Just look for G Parker, and the password you can see. It shows it right on the screen. You don't have to worry about it hiding from you. Password is G Parker, all lowercase. So that's really all I got to say about it. It's a fun table. You notice when you get into it, there's 2 scores on there. I played on two, and I played on the Switch. And I don't care if you've got both. If you want to play on your PlayStation and your Switch and your as many times as you paid for it and downloaded it, you can play it. I don't care. Again, it's all for
Nice. Yeah, it's a fun table. I've played it quite a bit. Doesn't mean I'm good at it. It just means I've played it quite a bit.
well, this every time I shoot a video and I do this, it's horrible. But I did have a kick butt game, and I'm sure that these guys out here like T Dog and Pixeltorium, and even my good friend Mr. Poestyle has pulled a rabbit out of his hat and thrown some ridiculously high scores up. So I'm sure somebody. But I hit one where I got multi-ball after multi-ball, and I got bonuses, and it just seemed like I never drained. And I did. So there's a score when you go on there that's pretty high compared to what I did here. So, and again, this is only 3 minutes long. And for the multi-ball, see the little drop targets on the left? You can see the orange ones on the left midway. That you got to hit one of those. Right now, you got to hit that on the way up. And I missed. And I was hitting them. I finally figured that one out, and I was hitting the skill shot. Sorry, I see something else. Skill shot was hitting that. So it gives you some pretty good scores.
Yeah, this is one of those tables that when I get to playing it, I enjoy it a lot, and I figured stuff out that I've forgotten since then. I don't remember, because that is one of the problems that you have when you have as many tables available as we do. You get these tables, and you just never get back to them because there's so many other tables to play, and then you get back into it, and you're like, wow, that table's really fun. Unless it's Strain Tales or Tesla, and you're like, now I remember why I stopped playing this.
If you see
I
that,
played this once. I think that I did it on my channel, but I remember it being fun.
see that snake is slapping Hercules around. If you can get that ball up that ramp and hit that snake while he's attacking Hercules, it'll eventually, if you do it enough times, it'll throw you a million points every time you hit him.
Oh, nice.
It finally hit a mode where it was doing that, and that's where I ended up getting this crazy, stupid score that I had. But there you go, and it's I like the diversity of FX and Pinball M, but I love the ease for not only the person setting it up, but the user to play an FX3. It's simple, and I love the fact that if I'm sitting here and I don't want to fire up the PC, my son can throw me my Switch, and I can play on that. And I think that's just dumb of Zen Studios to I think we all agree that that is just stupid. That was just a stupid idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only nice thing now with FX and M is now that I have that PlayStation Portal, I can play that anywhere in the house. You know, I don't have to put it on the TV and big screen. I can do the same with the Switch, but I just didn't this week. Actually, it's just because I was busy. I totally forgot you set up that tournament. So,
Well, I didn't promote it that much anyway. I didn't do a video on it. It's I'd have to move a bunch of stuff to be able to get a camera up here and a microphone. So I just kind of gave up. I mean, now I'm just using the laptop to stream this, and this computer ain't got enough power to kick its way out of a wet paper bag. So it doesn't have much RAM or video card or anything. So, but that's it. So have fun with that one. I set it up for 5 days, and I started it. I don't know. I started it sometime just before the Chiefs game at noon today, so it'll run till about noon 5 days from now.
nice.
Sounds good. Mike, I know you have a short time to be here tonight also because you have some family stuff to take care of. Did you have anything you needed to talk about before you head out?
Sure. Well, basically, just so everybody knows, on this channel, my the Gaming Road Warrior channel, this will be my last live stream for that channel. So what I'll end up doing, I'm not quitting the show, but I'm just going to have it move to the old channel, Mike CB's Gaming HQ, and then I'm going to just transfer that over to that. Remember, I set up a new channel for coin ups and consoles. So it's going to just go there. That way I have all my live streams set up over on that channel. I'm just moving everything over because I don't know if you guys seen, I put an update on my channel that I'm going to do it different. It's just going to be, niched. So basically it's just gaming documentary videos. No more of this other stuff I added onto it. So it's just like one thing and that's it. So I'll just, because I had that channel set up and I'm not using it, like, oh, I should move that over. So I decided, well, this will be the last time for here. But when we do set it up, I'm going to just, because I have both Mike CB's Gaming HQ, it's still on Restream because we used that a long time ago. It's like, oh, we've used this, so I can actually activate that and it'll go to my old channel. And then, we'll see if anybody watches it. If not, I'm just going to like, well, it'll be there for a little bit, then I'll copy that video and transfer it over to the Coin Ups and Councils channel. That way it'll be on there. So anybody who's watching the video here, because I seen there's quite a few people that watch. I was kind of surprised. Sometimes there's like 40 people. So if there is anybody interested, because I'm thinking maybe they bring it to work and listen to it or whatnot, or on their way to work. So they can just get it off Coin Ups and Consoles. And you don't need to subscribe. I mean, if I do get 50 subscribers there, I mean, at least I can put the live stream up there, but it's not necessary since I have my old channel. I can just put it there and then transfer it over to the other channel. So no biggie. Yep. And then as far as my, like I said, what I've been doing for the new channel, it's just, it's going to be kind of a documentary plus personal story channel. So no more of the other stuff. I'm not even doing convention videos on it anymore because no one's really watching that. So yeah, just decide, you know what, I'm going to focus on trying to do the niche thing. I think Casey from Intellivision Gamer, that's why he's, when I watched his live streams, he's like, no, I'm not covering any other types of games. He just does Intellivision stuff. So yeah. I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just try constant, but it's still, from 80s, 90s to 2000s. But no more PS5, no more Xbox Series X on my channel. So that's what I'm going to be doing and seeing how that goes. And also the format's going to be different. I'm not probably going to do any skits anymore. I don't want to say never, but it's just going to be different. So yeah, that's all I got. And then I'm still working on the Legend of Kage. I'll still work on that. Hopefully if I have time tonight, I will work on it late tonight. So try to get that video out here soon.
Speaking of which, Casey's here.
Nice.
Casey, and yes, he does have he's setting up another channel, the Retro Gamer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for other stuff. So
because I remember him saying that. That's why other people want him to cover some other stuff. He's like, no, I'm a one Trick Pony Show is like I cover in television games. Even though he likes what I've seen from his channel, he likes other retro games.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. He plays
actually pretty
on the
cool.
Switch too. So
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. He's going to start a new channel. That's why I'm like, I had that other channel. Why not put the live streams there? That was what its purpose for, you know. And then I could put the gameplay challenges as there. Well, you know, like, oh, cool, we're doing this gameplay challenge. I'll put it on coin ops and consoles.
nice.
Cool.
Excellent. All right. Well, it's after 7 o'clock local, 8 o'clock Eastern, and that's about the time we had talked pre-show that because people have stuff to do. Anything else anyone needs to talk about, or should we just roll the end? Oh, you didn't get a lot of time to talk tonight. Did you have something?
Yeah, well, I didn't play anything this week, and I actually just checked my Viper last night because I know I downloaded a bunch of MAME games, so I wanted to make sure the Star Wars games are on there. So once I finally put together my flight yoke, I can play Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back and stuff. But I haven't really
try Spy Hunter because
I want to play that. And he does say, Glenn says in his video for the attachments that as soon as they go on sale, that he said something in there about being able to play Paperboy and stuff like that. So that's cool.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And the fire button to launch the papers.
Yeah, I got Paperboy playing on here, and Star Wars playing on here. So, but Poe's going to have a ton more options than I do. So that'll be cool.
But I have a video that I did make unboxing something else. That was the Xbox tournament, and I still never got that edited and put up. So maybe I'll do it on the airplane while we're flying. Maybe I'll edit it then.
Or you can just work
Oh,
on
I missed that. What did you say? An ornament? An Xbox ornament?
Yeah, the original Xbox Hallmark has the Christmas ornament.
Oh.
And it plays the beginning of Halo. It does the startup. And then it plays the Halo music.
Cool.
I like that it has the giant Duke controller.
Yeah.
I'll probably get people unsubscribing me for saying this, but or mad at me. But I bought a Xbox rug for the gaming room, which came.
What'd you say?
I bought it off of Temu, and I imagine a lot of people will say, "Oh, you shouldn't buy stuff from them," but I did buy, and it's an Xbox rug. And of course, it came, and Cheryl put it downstairs and took a picture of it, and I haven't been in my game room since August, so I haven't even got a chance to enjoy it yet. But the picture looked really nice. It was a nice little Xbox logo. When I
heard the rug's hemp, so you can smoke it.
I missed that, Mike. I'm sorry.
I said I heard the rug's a hemp rug, so you can smoke it.
Isn't that what Bill Murray did in Caddyshack with the grass?
Nice.
So that's all
right.
I got. I just happy Thanksgiving to everybody though. Hope you all have
happy Thanksgiving. It's supposed to be a Thanksgiving episode, but it's the first time we didn't talk about food ever.
Right.
It'll be after.
Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So get in Greg's tournament. Look for the G Parker on FX3, and other than that, we're still planning around beginning of December. Maybe we'll start up with our other challenges and stuff like that. Like normal, in our normal planning, we'll probably talk about it 5 minutes before the first show in December. Aren't we supposed to be doing that now? Yeah. So we haven't really discussed what we're going to do with it. It's probably not going to be the every week thing. We're probably going to do something a little different, give people more opportunity to play or something like that. But you'll find that out shortly. So getting Greg's tournament, that's the only one that's going to be running this week. And I am going to be chatting with Restream during the week and find out why our chat isn't working, because I missed that. That's a big part of our show.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to see who all is chatting. So thanks, Gideon. If you're still here, go to bed. Thanks for being here, Polo. Always good to see you, Mike Scheming Gala, Casey. It's nice. It's almost dinner time, he said, so he's probably getting ready to go get some food. So thanks to everyone for watching, and Greg popping in and out. So
I just saw this
Ready to
that's
go.
the universal signal.
I saw this button here and I thought I'd push it, and I said, "Oh, that's kind of fun."
Yeah. But yeah, so if you guys don't have anything else, I'm just going to click on this outro, and we'll see everyone next week. And have a happy Thanksgiving. So
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
all right. Here we go.